What it do, peeps? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. This week gives you gold with these players, the player association, the league, the ownership, and the commissioner. And the commissioner, I'll give her credit. I've seen people talking about the commissioner showing up at that party, and I told you that the stud buds, Natisha Heideman and Courtney Williams, they were upset after those negotiations, and they went to a bar and had a party, invited all the players, and everybody's kicking it. Caitlin Clark's there, everybody's kicking it, and to the world, especially the world that's outside the WNBA or that casually watches the WNBA, they're like, oh my God, this is all the fan bases are united, and they're like, oh my, and there's people on both sides of the aisle saying, whether the commissioner shouldn't have been there, or should have been there, fraternizing with players and so on and so forth. Yeah, I can get all that. But, like I said, when reality meets a movie, I gotta talk about it. And in this instance, there's a book quote and there's one particular movie that I thought about. And it's the 2001 film called Swordfish with John Travolta. And there's one part of the movie that reminded me of Cathy Engelbert. So allow me to remind you of history and set it up. John Travolta is basically a deep operative for the United States. He does wet work for him. Well, at one point there's a senator that's really running the whole organization that tells him, hey man, we're going to pull out. We're not going to do this job. He's like, no, we're going to do it. So he disobeys a direct order and does what he wants to do. The senator sends a kill team after him. He ends up killing the kill team. And then he goes to have a meeting with the senator. And the part where he met the senator is where I thought about Cathy Engelbert. And he's talking to the senator and he says, Senator, I've served my country. He said, I've done everything you've asked of me. I've changed my face so many times, I don't recognize who I am anymore. And at that point, he kills the senator, flies off. It reminded me of Cathy Engelbert in this instance. Cathy Engelbert's number one job is to report back to the owners. The owners of the NBA, the WNBA, and those private investors. That's who she works for. There's a quote in a book called the 48 Laws of Power. Great book. It's a long read. But in this book, there is a law. There's several laws, but there's a law, and it's I believe it's number 11. Number 11 or 14. No, it's number 14. The law reads like this, and this applies to Cathy as well when she went to this party. And you'll get where I'm understanding. This is the law. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Knowing about your rival is critical. Use spies to gather valuable information that will keep you a step ahead. Better still, play the spy yourself. In polite social encounters, learn to probe. Ask indirect questions to get people to reveal their weaknesses and their intentions. There is no occasion that is not an opportunity for artful spying. Folks, you can think what you want to about Cathy Engelbert. Cathy Engelbert is exactly the same character that John Travolta was in Swordfish. 1 minute, she's an asshole businesswoman. The next minute, the owners say, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. The stud buds, they're allowing everybody into their life to watch their private life. But in doing so with their private life, they invited the world to see everybody's private life all at once. And Cathy Engelbert was there. Just like she was there to spy on Unrivaled, and you were scratching your head like, why is Cathy Engelbert at Unrivaled? Just to see the operation and see what they were going to come at them with. When those players saw Cathy Engelbert, they should have broke camp. Party over. Cathy, you gotta go. Can't stay here. You got to get the hell up out of here. That's what they should have done. But when alcohol is involved and music is playing, you throw all caution to the wind and you let your guard down. And that's what each and every one of those players did after you just had a contentious meeting with this same lady and the owners. Now you're hugging and dapping her up and listening to Nuck If You Buck with Cathy Engelbert. To the stupid fan, oh, they think it's great because they like drama. They like a reality show, and that's what the Stud Buds did. But in essence, Cathy Engelbert was playing John Travolta and playing a role. Now you'll say, well, man, a commissioner can't do that. You got to think about it. Did you see any owner in the video? No. Just like in Swordfish, Cathy Engelbert can go out of bounds too. And they have a way of getting rid of her. They won't do her like they tried to do John Travolta in the movie. They'll just fire Cathy Engelbert and install another commissioner and keep it rolling. And that commissioner will do exactly what they say. But for the time being, Cathy Engelbert still has a role to serve for the owners. Cathy Engelbert, starring in Swordfish. Leave your comments below, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.